Que mi gente. Vamos a darle saludito gratis para todito, mío mío. Lo que dice. Comenzó la chiquita, mío mío. Mi gente, miren para allá, que la que hay. Vamos a estar jugando la franquicia hoy un poquito. A ver si de acá ahorita se conecta nuestro amigo Isaac, para darle para allá, que mi gente. Nos toca con goladillo, mío mío. Vamos a colarnos, mi gente. Comparte, comparte y reparte. Vamos al taqui mío mío. Ay, ay, ay. Vamos a esto, me que trepe. De una, naki naki, tu gapi. Mira quién está aquí, mío mío. Ay, 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 está de día esto. ¿Qué es lo que? Play Club no fuimos, mi gente. Alito Rondón, tú. Naki naki, mío mío. Métele voto. Vamos a esto, más que tres. Tú supiste. Rápido y furioso, mi gente. Vamos allá. Que... Aquí fue que metí ahora. Comparte, mío mío. Ay, ay, ay. Vamos a esto de una vez, que mi gente. Vamos a la control, mío mío.
Now from Coors Field at the foot of the Rocky Mountains in Denver, Colorado. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the New York Yankees going up against the Colorado Rockies. Biggest story coming into this one is what he's been able to do at the plate recently. Absolutely on fire, Singy.
Yeah, he's been terrific, Boog. Has really made this a dangerous team. His bat's been lethal of late, and it's opening up a lot of opportunities for his teammates, too.
First pitch coming your way next. Just about to get started. Showing the slab in today's game, Ryan Feltner. But Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound.
Well, I'll say this. Every player wants to perform well at their home ballpark, in front of their fans, in front of the city. And you know this guy no different. He wants to be more effective here. So you know, you look at the numbers, they haven't been great at home. I'm sure he wants to turn that around, and we'll see if he's able to start that in this one.
Espérate, mío mío, que lo puse en marketing. Como yo metí a este y saqué a Anthony Volpe, que sin darme cuenta, mío mío.
Back now as it'll be a pinch hitter to lead off.
Darme cuenta, mío mío. Vamos a esto, me que trepe. Vamos a esto, me que 13. Vamos a like it. Vamos a me gusta, mío mío.
Check
No,
swing,
no.
no appeal.
It's a good pitch to try to get him
Le damos
off
una
the plate.
vitilla, mío mío. Métele vitilla, dámele like it. Dale embulleca, mi gente.
Hit on the ground to short. Throws across the diamond, and an easy out to start the game. Here's a look at Aaron Boone's lineup for the Yankees. One guy swinging a hot bat recently, Jason Dominguez.
Well, he's in pretty good company right now on that.
Vámonos con Codillo. Estamos poniendo relax con Codillo,
He's one of the
mío
better home
mío.
run hitters in the league this year. You don't see him missing too many pitches, and when he gets the one that he wants, he doesn't miss it. It goes a long way.
Bellinger's dad won a couple of World Series rings in 1999 and 2000. Clay was a backup infielder with the New York Yankees. In the 2023 season, Cody's dad, Clay, made a trip to Wrigley Field and sat in the right field bleachers to watch his son play. That's kind of cool. The next pitch misses. 2-2.
Le va a dar mono. Ay, ay, ay. Me dio a Mickey, mío mío.
2 outs, base is empty.
Vamos,
And the batter now,
Josito.
Aaron Judge. And that one hammered, raging back towards the wall. And it hits the fence. And Aaron Judge cruising into second. He's got a double.
Buen dobletazo, mío mío. Yo pensaba que se iba a ir esa en realidad, mío mío. Pegó leísimo para Jacqueline. Mira esto, mío mío. Dobletazo, dobletazo.
So, runner at second, 2 down. And now here is Austin Wells. That's off the inside corner. And it's 1-0.
The first inning, try to put something up on the board. It's a big 2-out double right there. See if the cleanup man can drive him in and put a tally up there on the board.
That one off the mark, and that's ball 2.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
Mío mío. ¡Ah, carajo! La puso chiquitita, mío mío. Pero qué bravo vino David. Bocito.
Of the year. It's 2-0. That adds another game to his hitting streak, Chris.
Yeah, he's been doing so many things
Pero
well. Hay
que quitártelo a la próxima, mío mío.
He's really dangerous with the bat in his
¡Qué
hands right
palestra!
That's as big as it gets right there. You take
¿Cuánto
advantage of a
fue?
mistake.
Mira para allá,
That
que
is
el
an
mío
ultimate.
mío.
Here it is. Watch
cámara
it. I'm gonna
lenta.
jog around the bases.
Jesús, 4.59, mío mío. Palo largo.
Now here's Giancarlo Stanton. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon.
Ay, ay, ay. El otro repetido, mío mío. Pero ven, quítamelo, mío mío. 4.36.
Back-to-back homers. His 11th of the year.
Pero la estamos viendo como un poquito hoy, mío mío, por el momento.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked
Tengo
in.
el
He's looking pretty
pichecito, mío
dangerous at the
mío, en
dish right
esta
now.
vuelta. Llévalo suave, mío mío.
Back-to-back homers, always a special feeling at the ballpark.
Mira pa'
Especially
allá,
if it's your
que ni
team
la
that does it,
bestia,
those
mío
guys get to
mío.
slap hands at home plate. This is the kind of thing that can really fire up a ball club.
So
4.35, mío mío. Vamos a ver negrito como me toco. Ay, se le quedó a este.
Ball out towards right field. Jones makes the catch, and that is that. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now 3-0. This is Yankees baseball on the show NYC.
Calentamos el parche, mío mío.
And
Le
we're
dimos
back.
3 para la
And today's
yeta.
starting
Vamos a
pitcher,
ver cómo nos va
Carlos
con los
Rodon. And
doncitos,
Singy,
mío,
it's not
mío.
hard to see. He's been outstanding.
Vamos a esto,
Well, you
más
just
que
take a look at
3.
the numbers, ERA in the low
Comparte y
ones. He's clearly
reparte,
been
mío,
one of the best
mío.
pitchers in the league this year. I mean, just dynamic stuff. It's electric as well as it comes through the zone. Hitters trying to figure out what he's doing. So hard to think with.
Ay, pero te vinieron bravos de una vez, dando hits, mío,
It's hard
mío.
to take it down lower unless you throw a shutout. So we'll see what he's got in this one. Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Nolan Jones stands in now and watches strike one. Rodon, with a stellar run lately on the mound, really carving up lineups. There's a strike.
Some pitchers can go out there and rip off a month or two of incredible starts. And right now, it looks like he's in one of those grooves. Really fun to watch.
Esto, mío,
Swing and a
mío.
miss, struck him out.
Dominating
Vamos a la
strikeout there
curita,
on
mi
just
gente,
3
que
pitches.
para acá,
And
para que
that's what a
se
good power
cure.
pitcher can do to you. If he's in his
Comparte,
spots,
comparte
fill
y
that strike
reparte,
zone.
mío,
Runner
mío.
takes off.
Llévatelo,
Pitching for a strike.
llévatelo.
Safe at second, and
Lo
that
sacó.
was not close. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Sends it to first. That's out number 2. There's Ryan McMahon now. And when you talk about elite defensive third baseman, this guy's at the top of the list.
Vamos a ver, Rondoncito, cómo lo mareamos.
Stud. When you look at players like this, you play that hot corner, got to be pretty courageous over there with the way balls come off the bat. That's the kind of guy that every year you expect him to be in the All-Star game and have a Gold Glove, if not a Platinum Glove.
So what are the skills you look for that make a really good defensive third
Ay, ven,
baseman?
búscalo, mío, mío.
Well, Boog, one of the things I think about immediately
Ven,
are just
búscalo,
the
que te
feet.
andan
Does he have
buscando,
good feet? Is he
mono.
able to quickly react?
Déjate
And
ver,
when you have
Kitty.
good feet, you've got soft hands. And soft hand defenders are able to make tough plays look easy.
Doyle on third with 2
La
out.
plaquita, mío, mío. Túmbame el plato.
Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well
Ay,
struck.
mío, mío. Lo
Bellinger
mandamos
makes
con
the
los
play,
Mikey.
and that is that. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the start of the inning. And stepping in for the Yankees, Paul Goldschmidt. Goldie, in his 14th season, over 1,000 runs batted in his career. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. And there's a foul ball.
El que más pela bola es mío, este mío, mío.
Comes up
Mira
empty.
eso.
That's strike 2. Singy wasn't very sharp in the
Mateo
first. Got hit
poco
around a
con
little
este,
bit.
mío,
Just wasn't
mío.
able to locate particularly well. A lot of stuff at the fat part of the plate.
Yeah, Boog, he wasn't fooling anyone. It's a tough place to be. Because
Go al medio, nati, mío,
sometimes it's
mío.
location, sometimes it's being too predictable. Sometimes you're tipping your pitches. He's going to need to figure it out quickly, though.
Next pitch is downstairs.
Great job of laying off those pitches down in the zone to even the count up at 2-2. Such a better feeling for the hitter.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And there's one away.
¿Cómo me le voy a este?
Took a couple of pitches to
Dominguito,
even that
mío,
count
mío.
up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Jason Dominguez in the box now. No balls and a strike. Dominguez went deep in his most recent game.
Ball 1.
Darryl Parker assigned to
Wow,
umpire duty behind home
Dominguito,
plate.
mío,
And Boog, with
mío.
DP, it's sort of a coin flip on those
Acarícialo en el
borderline
aire.
pitches. Doesn't really favor one side of the plate more than the other. Sometimes you'll get a little extra to the plate, and sometimes you won't. It does seem like he evens it out over the course of a game, though.
Next one misses, and that's ball 3.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient,
Mamá
showing
metió
good
uno,
discipline.
hermano,
Now
vamos.
he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Ay, 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 la fallé, Kitty, mío, mío. Estaba buenísimo, Kitty.
The other way.
Carajo.
And that's a fair ball.
Dobletazo, mío.
Now he'll turn for second. And that's a two-bagger.
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Now here is Oswaldo Cabrera.
Te fuiste mal, cabrerita.
One out and a runner at second. And a swing and a miss.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2.
Casi me lamba el mono, mío.
Man at second.
Pela ahí.
Ground ball to first.
Es demasiado adelante. Espéralo un chip, mío. La bebí solito ahí, mío. Es altísima. Me he dado 3 con golpe para la calle, me cae.
Liner, base hit. Dominguez coming home. He'll score,
and
it's an RBI single, and it's 4-0.
Picó el pequeñito. Vamos a esto, más que 3. Vamos a darle like.
That's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the
Me gusta, mío. Suscríbete a la membresía, mío. Para que te gane los videos full house, mío. Vamos a ver.
Next offering is fouled back.
Opa.
At the major league level, unless you can string together consistently solid performances. Right now, he's showing us.
Ay.
This one high and
Corre,
deep.
que se picó.
And it one hops the wall. Coming home. He will
Otra más, mío. Para calor.
With the RBI. Really good swing right there. You got a pitch that he knew he could handle.
Ay, ya se lo llevaron, mío. Quítaselo, mío. No aguanta más, quite el mono.
Now on the bump, Antonio Senzatella.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep this score.
Vamos a ver cómo le va a este ahora.
Seems like a tough
Ya, Diosito no me ha hecho nada. Un dobletazo. Ay, se la metió en la esquinita, mío. Dobletazo de película, mío. Dámale otro, chiquitito. Ay. Ovación con ese aire. Una orillita de abajo, mío. No, que no. Lo pasé con todo, amor.
2 runs, 3 hits, no errors. Bottom of the second. Now it's the DH.
Lo pasamos a todo arreco con Diosito, mío.
And that's downstairs. Ball 1.
No te le traes, mío. No te me duermas.
And that's in there.
Sí, ponte la bonita, mono viejo.
Pitcher has to stay in that tunnel just a little bit longer. Otherwise, recognition can cause.
Ponte la bonita, mío.
Clearly couldn't do anything with it.
Ven, búscalo, mío. Ven, búscalo. Ay, así no, amor. Ahí, mono, pónsela por acá, bate.
Not the best location with the fastball, mío. When you're pumping high 90s, you'll get away with some of those more margin. The fastball's become such a huge strikeout pitch in the sport. But I think a lot of it has to do with spin rates. These fastballs are just exploding out of the pitcher's hands and jumping through the zone.
And that one is downstairs. And that's Estrada launched a homer in his most recent game. Swing and a miss as he was laid that time.
2 strikes.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. One down,
no la aprovechó el mono. No la
swing and a high
suerte.
fly ball out towards right center
Dio
field.
duro ahora, Podillo.
Corrals
Ahí,
it.
Podillo.
Kyle Farmer up to the plate now. Collected 3 hits in the loss yesterday. Swing and a ball popped in the air.
¡Ea!
Makes the grab
Mango
and
chocolate,
that'll
mío mío.
1-2-3.
No bulto ni paquete.
Still looking at that
Vamos a esto, me que trefe. Vamos allá, que mío mío. Ay, ay. Continúen, Yosu, que está caliente. Quemando el aro, mío mío. Le dio para la yeca de una vez, Titi.
Check
No.
swing, did he go?
Yache,
Yes,
me
he
lo
did.
cantan como quiera.
Fastball is
Allá para allá,
outside.
que mío mío. Está por ahí, que es gratis. Ahí, mono.
Belted. Doyle going back.
Picó, picó, picó.
And that one
Que
is
te
off
está
the
bien
wall.
grandísimo, mío
Safe
mío.
at second with a leadoff double.
4-15, ha sido en otro se había ido esa del mono. Algo del mono.
Got a fastball, middle of the plate,
Vamos
jumped
a ver.
all over it. Absolutely smoked
Ay,
it.
ay, tantico que le dio la
Here is
primiquiti.
Giancarlo Stanton. And delivers
Esa no.
outside.
Pretty smart not to serve something up for him right there. He's
Derecha la
really good at hitting the
mío
first
mío.
pitch.
Te voy a enseñar por dónde se le entra el agua al coco.
Not close with that one. 2-0.
Como esa vuelta,
Clearly
mío
trying to work him
mío.
away here. Both pitches off the plate.
Entra
If you
por ahí
really
que yo
want
te
to
voy a
put the ball in
avisar,
play, you're
mío
gonna have to stay
mío.
back
¿Qué es lo
and
que
drive it
dice
to the opposite
José?
field.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
As a
Todo
hitter,
frío,
you gotta
mío
learn
mío.
something from
¿Qué
that
lo que
pitch. He
entonces,
clearly wasn't
Francisco?
timed up on the fastball.
Vamos
In
a
a
Niqueque.
2-0 count, you have to be ready to do damage.
Véngate ahora, mono viejo.
And that misses. And the count is
No
3-1.
quiso el mono. Ay,
Swing
no.
and a miss.
A
And he
la
got him to
puerta
chase.
mala le tiré yo, mira eso. Tengo que poncharme ahora. Vela
That
ahí,
one is
mono.
absolutely belted.
Se ponchará.
That's
La va a
back.
coger para mañana.
And that one's gone into the
Otro más le
bleachers.
dio tantico, mío
Another
mío.
homer. His second home run of the game, and they add a pair. It's
Compró y
7-0.
como quiera se la
Already
puso
playing with the lead,
altica.
and
Yo
now they're
pensaba que me iba a
celebrating a home
ponchar el
run.
mono.
They're having a great time
Se
out
la
there.
agarró chiquitico, para eso fue que compró. Qué bravo es tantico. Esperamos un tantico ahí, mío mío. Ay, ay, ay,
Knew
que
what pitch he wanted to hit, spit on some other
No vamos
pitches, and this
así,
at bat
Kitty.
was very patient, and it paid off.
dopa, dopa.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. Fly
Vamos,
to right.
chocolate,
His
sin
first
pagar.
He
Falta el
swings and fouls
tuyo.
one off.
Inicié adelante, mono. Espérala para que la disfrute.
Bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. That's a big number on the scoreboard.
Ay, no,
7
mío,
runs
mío.
already. They've been successful offensively because they're doing
Sube al otro
little things right
chiquitín.
from at bat to at bat, and it's been pretty rewarding.
Ahí.
On the ground at first. Takes it himself and one away.
Yo
in the top
mameado,
of the
mío
third.
mío.
And here's Paul Goldschmidt.
Ay,
It's a good recovery, though,
gordito.
after giving up the home run.
Estamos
Not allowing it to
lentecito,
stay in the
gordito.
head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
And
Ball
ball
one, no
one.
strike.
One out, base is empty. In the air, left
Esa
field
picó.
down the line.
Esa pico, mío mío. Espérate ahí. Espérate ahí, mono.
So up next, Jason Dominguez. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
Maraque, mío mío. Haga maraque. Este le voto para allá, que el mío mío. Démele like, titi. Ay, 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 la fallé, titi. Que sin que me llegó temprano, mío mío. Lo agarré atractivo. Ay,
1-1 is fouled
adelante
off.
ahora. Dale,
Breaking ball
mono.
inside. And the count is
Para que no te
2-2.
haga otra. Dale, mono. Ay, ay,
Keeps the
ay.
at-bat going with a foul ball.
Ay, esa borretica,
Still only
mío,
one out
mío.
here in the inning.
Agarramos adelante.
That
La
one misses.
secuestramos
Ball
casi
three.
mente, mío, mío.
And a swing and a
No.
miss. Beat him with a
Ya,
fastball.
se la veo alta y vengo y
It's
le
tough. You
topo
see
el
it well. I mean, that
chaleco
was
sin
clearly
darme
up and
cuenta.
out of the strike zone, but that's one
Está
of the hardest
queriendo,
things.
mío,
When
mío.
you see a pitch out of the
Esa
hand
no tocó
at eye
una base
level,
por bola.
that discipline to remember,
Counts
I
one.
Mírala
can't
ahí.
hit that pitch. If I can see it really
Le
well at eye
gustó
level,
como
I
yo le
can't
hice
catch
swing.
up to that pitch when a pitcher's
Ahora
got this kind of
repitió el mon.
velocity.
Repite esta.
And he
Repite
grounds one to the
eso.
right side. Tosses to first.
Bateaba para doble el mono como quiera.
Two-run blast for the Yankees this
Antico.
inning. It's now
Poniéndole número a la
7-0.
taza, mío, mío. Qué bestia.
Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Vamos a ver, Rondoncito. Sigue controlando, mío, mío.
Right through there for a strike.
This is
Eso,
one of
más
those
que
times when
trepa,
you
no
want to be
me
aggressive.
falles.
Go ahead and pitch to contact. Let the defense work behind you. You've got a nice, comfortable
Ahí,
lead. Don't
Titi,
try to
mío,
be too
mío.
fine.
No balls.
Métele voto, mío, mío. Démele like, Titi.
And a
Vamos a
swing
la
and a miss.
muñeca,
Down
mi
on
gente.
strikes. That K is his third of the game.
Boog gets talked about a lot, but a good high
Nomás son tres que
fastball
lleva
in
el
two-strike
mono. Está
situation,
chiquito,
it's just
mío,
become
mío.
such a problem for hitters in more recent years. I mean, with all the
Siempre el
emphasis
primero,
by
mío,
pitchers on
mío.
developing that spin rate,
El
having a good
control.
grip on the baseball, those high
Hágala.
fastballs,
Ayuda
they
el
kind of look like to the
marketing.
hitter that they're rising,
Ahí
even though
ven,
they're not,
búscalo,
but they're
mío,
not
mío.
decreasing in velocity and
Ay,
spin rate, so
ay, ay,
very
ay.
difficult to get the barrel on.
Se ve codillo.
Bellinger makes the catch.
No de los abusadorcitos, mío, mío.
Here's the center fielder, Brenton Doyle. 1 for 1 with a single so far. There's the strike.
Now, this guy is just filling up the strike zone right now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole.
Cuádrate,
You're ready to pull the
mono.
trigger on the first pitch.
Cuádrate,
that's it for a strike.
mono.
And the
Que
count
te
is
anda
0-2.
buscando. El ven, búscalo, te anda buscando, mío, mío. Llévatelo,
Misses, it's a
Fausto.
strikeout.
Carajo.
Rockies are
Se
down
lo llevó de
quietly.
guambe el
Not
mono.
going their way.
Ese
It's
mono mío no es
7-0.
fácil.
Back here at Coors Field, start of the fourth. Here's the Yankees leadoff hitter, Anthony Volpe.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
That's the
carajo.
third.
Lo mandaron.
McMahon fires over to first.
Lo mandaron
And a quick
rápido
out
el mono
number one.
mío.
One down, here comes
Vamos,
Cody Bellinger.
codillo. Demuéstrale de que estamos hechos, mío,
When you
mío.
talk about scouting and development, I mean, this is a guy now
Ay,
that has
ay,
turned
ay,
into one of the premier power
Me
hitters
ñingueamos,
in
mío,
the
mío.
sport. He was a fourth-round pick out of
Alan.
Hamilton High School in Chandler,
Así no,
Arizona in
mono.
2013. He hit one
¿Cómo
home
me
run
fui a
his
buscar
senior
esa
year.
bola?
And
Ya
goes
fue
throws to
otra.
first, and Bellinger is out.
Sacan de órbita, mío, mío.
Aaron Judge stepping in
Estamos
now for the
buscando el número
Yankees.
20 con
1 for 2.
Joecito, pero nada que llega. Nada que llega, mío, mío. Ay, se abrió. Se abrió el mono. Tiró mal.
Well, an error like that, you look at the score.
Otigüe, que la está quemando bajita, mío, mío.
Look, it can be tough to stay locked in when you're getting blown out. We've all been there. And I'm not saying that's definitely what happened on this play, but it's not a great play.
Uy,
Wells now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. Oh, two down as he
Caraya.
swings through it.
He's
Han
been great.
asesinado ahora
Hand
todos los
coordination
picheos.
just failed him a little bit right there.
Ay, 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 mío, mío. Estaba buena y la agarramos atractiva. Atractiva la chica. Esa
Just
no.
off the inside corner. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Esa tan puerco, mío,
In the
man.
dirt, blocked.
Quédate ahí. Naki,
Judge
naki.
off of first with 2 away.
Es
And
así,
he'll do it
mono.
again.
Ya, se la agarré adelante. Alá, mío, mío. Espérale en el taxi. Espérale en el taxi, mío, mío. De potalita. Dámelo, mío, mío. Otro me
A
dio otro
two-run
más.
shot. He's done it
Segundo.
again.
Está
His second
caliente
homer of the
ese
game.
mono,
And they add
Bosú.
on. It's
Míralo los
9-0.
bocitos, mío,
That's their
mío.
fourth
Ay, ay,
home run
ay,
of the
está
game.
gozando el
They can't
pequeñito
stop, and
allá,
they
Kelly.
won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boo. They're
Carajo.
clearly feeding off of each other at the dish.
Ahí viene el otro que tiene dos.
Early, he saw exactly where that
Dos
was
y
going
dos,
to
el
be.
tanto
The
y
challenge,
este.
not
Ay,
get
ay, ay, mira cómo
overanxious
se
and come
quedó
out of
esa
your swing.
vez.
He stayed on it and
Está
got all of it.
quemando el aro el mono. La mete de cuatro allá atrás,
He'll make
Kiki.
a move to dip into the Rockies bullpen. Antonio
Otra vez se lo llevaron al
We'll be back in a
mono.
minute with a new arm on the
Tráeme
mound.
el otro. Cuidado si se te acaban los pinches, mío, mío. Vamos
So the
a ver a
Rockies
quién nos
turn the
trae
ball
Kiki
over to
ahora,
a new
mío,
arm,
mío.
Victor Vatnik.
And he's had
Avito.
3 days off since he pitched
Ay,
last, so
Vicito.
expect him to be totally rested.
Vamos a
I'm
darte
sure
la
he's itching for this
bienvenida con el
opportunity right
monstruo de
now.
la Laguna
2
Verde,
outs,
mío,
nobody
mío.
on. In now is the Yankees DH, Giancarlo
La
Stanton.
fiera. Ay, la
Swing and a
fiera lo
miss.
engañan
It's
ahora.
0-1.
0-1.
En el área asesino. De dos horrores, mío, mío. Tú supiste,
2 outs, base is empty.
tú te lo gozaste, mío, mío. Sí que sí, Kili.
And that's
Así
it.
nomás. Sube la troche. Naki, naki, tu bigapi.
2 down, nobody on.
Mira quién está aquí, mío, mío. Démele like y dígame que lo que en toque, frío, frío, mi gente. Activo, activo. Activo, moquichivo, mío, mío.
That front door
Sacó el
slider is such
aire
a
así
devastating
mismo, como
pitch.
ya
You
me
don't want to get
picheo,
beat by
mon.
the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing plane.
Ay,
On
ay,
the ground
ay.
to third.
Que
And it
me.
stays fair.
La quemé, mío, mío.
Clearly seeing the mark
Quieren
very
darse
well in
agua
this
esos
one.
dos
Gotta roll
monos.
over on this pitch a
El
little bit,
Bosú
but
ni
he got enough
tantico, tan
behind
de
it to shoot
3-3
it
los
through
dos
for a
monos.
knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him.
Vamos a ver, chocolate, tú la estás quemando
And the
todo.
batter now, Jazz Chisholm
Está
Jr.
ahí, chocolate,
Center
no la
field.
queme.
Doyle sizes
Está
this
ahí.
one up.
Está muy lejos,
Makes the
chocolate
grab,
para ti ahí.
and that'll do it. But
Aquí,
two
no,
come across
mío,
to score in
mío.
the inning, courtesy of this
Mira
two-run
el
homer.
bocito,
It's
el mono
now
mío.
9-0.
Vamos allá, que le
This
contó
game's
a
a bit of a
Reco,
blowout,
mío,
so let's talk
mío.
about something random.
Let's do it.
Vamos,
All right,
Tigüey,
so
sigue
when you
quemando el
played,
aro de este
how much of
lado.
a fashionista were you? Would you come to the ballpark dressed to the nines?
No, I
Esa.
wouldn't.
Eso
Even
se
on the
come
road
con
trips, I was,
queso.
pretty average. There
Dale
were some
pan con
guys that would
queso,
dial
mío,
it up,
mío.
and there'd be some
Eso
outfits where you're
es
kind
eso.
of double taken and saying, where in the world are you going? But overall, I'd say I kept it low key.
Eso es eso, Naki
He
Naki.
picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
Y ven, búscalo, no anda fácil en esta vuelta, mío, mío. Tú supiste.
Tovar
Que dibujando lo que
down,
está.
takes a strike.
Ay, para allá, no me
You see
bote
some guys into
picheo,
the fashion
mono.
nowadays and big on,
No lo
on the
bote,
gram, as the
mío,
kids like
mío.
to say. Post their fits,
Ahí,
right? That's
Kitty.
that what you say?
That is
Ahí, ese
Your
mono.
fit, your fit, your outfit, your fit.
Got a little drip around the neck, too.
Yeah, believe
Vamos a tirar
Scale
huevo
of 1 to 10,
completo
what
con
do we celebrate?
rondoncito. Pues como le va, si no le dan su copatacito de aquí ahorita.
Yeah. McMahon
Ay.
batting for the second
Tú
time, and
supiste.
that's strike one. In there
Uy.
at the knees.
Se la bebió, mío, mío. Hasta dos modelos, mío, mío. Mientras modelo, chequéalo. Esa.
Swings and misses, and it's a 3-3
Eso, man, que trefe.
Nothing doing for the Rockies. Steep hill to climb. It's a 9-0 deficit. New inning getting started. And now the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
Te estamos esperando, Isaki. Vamos a ir tirando un jueguito de la franquicia, lo que tú entras. Dame datos. Para que tiremos un jueguito. Dale, que de aquí a que tú entres ya yo he terminado para que juguemos un jueguito, mío. Ya, mira, lanza.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Otra vez le tiré. Ay, pero qué feo estoy con Gordito. Gordito, estamos feos viendo la fea contigo, la bolita. No la veamos, mío. Discúlpalo.
Out of the hand, not tracking it into the zone, and then also being a little bit anxious, not confident in your 2-strike approach. And so when a guy's in that position, you get him to commit early, and a lot of times you get the swing and miss, as you did right there.
And he swings and lifts one to deep center field.
Dobletazo por ahí, mío.
Around first, heading for 2.
Espérate ahí.
It's a double, and his second hit. Man at second with 1 away. Oswaldo Cabrera stepping in now for the Yankees. 0 for 2 in this one. Line drive. McMahon fires over to first.
Chao con Cabrerita. No le meto uno.
So the lineup flips over, and the batter will be the shortstop, Anthony Volpe. Runner breaks for third. Strike in there. Throw to third. Save.
Ay, me la robé, mío.
Decision to steal third right there with the big lead.
Me la robé con una entrada en el medio. Ay, golpecito, que te la pongan ahora.
2 outs.
Que te la ponga ahora el mono. Así no, no, quédate ahí que te mata.
And the runner holds.
You don't want to run yourself out of an inning, so it's got to clearly get far enough away from the catcher. If you're the runner at third, think about scoring.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Jones.
La piñique, mío.
And that is that. 1 hit, 1 left. Last half. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far.
Vamos a cerrar el quinto, mío. Dime a ver, Damon, ¿qué es la que hace?
Well, these Rockies, from what we've seen, I think it's fair to wonder if they've been too patient at the plate. They've found themselves behind in the count quite a bit.
¿Cuántas veces se te ha ido?
But it's mostly resulting in outs, not base runners, and you could argue it's making things more difficult.
Oh, tienes rato ya.
And the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th. Tyro is shot to the plate.
A la otra hora se va, entonces. No da para jugar uno, entonces.
That one fouled off.
Vamos a jugar primero un equipo normal y después en Vínate para calentar.
Swing and a miss. 0-2.
Déjame terminar este inning, espera. O guardarlo, no, lo voy a guardar. Déjame guardarlo primero.
If you're smart, you'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far. You want to chase that breaking ball in the dirt.
Touches down. That's a hit. And they have their first hit since the
Pero
first
suelta la mono, que eso no es tuyo. Pues si se te va la luz, lo sigamos ahí, mi gente. Vamos a dejarlo ahí para ahorita. Vamos a jugar con Dermo, con Sahara. Vamos a guardarlo aquí. Vamos a ver si no se le va la luz al mono, para que le tiremos un par de jueguitos ahora, mi gente. Vamos al compa con el team, hijo mío. Comparte y de parte. Por para allá, que el mío. Se voy con San Diego. Todavía no están los pantalones remangados. Ya. Llegan los dos, chicos. ¿Cómo está Nikiti, mío? ¿Dónde están los pantalones remangados de esto? ¿No me lo quiere dar? Naki, mío. Vámonos así, Kitty. Vamos allá, que el mío. Vamos a tirarlo así a ver cómo nos va con él, Kitty. Vámonos ahí.
And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. We've got baseball on the show. It's the San Diego Padres taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers.
Vamos a toma que tres.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started.
Tati. Ya fuimos, mío.
Just about ready to go. And pitching in this game, Shohei Ohtani. What's the scouting report on him?
Anytime you have
Vamos a
five pitches to
enfrentarnos
work with
a
on the
Ohtani,
mound,
mío.
that repertoire can be a real
La
weapon in
máquina
terms
de
of keeping
coser,
hitters off
la
balance,
tuve
man.
que
It's one of those
devolver.
things that
Tira
I'm
de
going to be looking
ponche,
for this one.
mío.
Does he have a feel
Vamos a
for
ver,
all of
Kitty,
those
cómo
pitches,
nos
or
va.
is he just able to get one or two over in the strike zone where he wants?
Uy.
Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Smash that one through the infield for the
Bueno,
knock.
Tati
It's hit
empezó
that hard,
caliente,
it makes
mío.
it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on
Así,
the
no,
bases.
In
no.
the dirt. Tatis on at first. Nobody out. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. One away. Here comes Manny Machado. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. In the dirt, kicks away from the catcher.
Corre, mono
And
viejo.
now a man into scoring position. Man at second. Swings through that one for strike two.
The healthy cut, tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
Got him swinging. 2 out.
Buen strike, mío.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Jackson Merrill digs in now. That is out play. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That's down. One hops off the wall. Run scores easily, and the Padres strike first. It's
Está bien ahí, mío mío. Dobletazo. Sí, un peso. No se fue a Chepa. No se fue a Chepa.
Gets a chance to hit. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Check swing. He went too hard. It's a strike.
Ahí lo paso, lo toco. Le había dado un ron el mono.
Do it again.
Ooh, missed a mistake right there.
Man on second, 2 down.
Oh.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Good job at damage control right there. Back at Truist Park. And our starting pitcher here today, Dylan Cease. What should we keep an eye on here?
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
Here's Mookie Betts. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. This is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out. The shortstop takes the ball.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
He takes.
Está fuera del aro,
What's interesting is that guys really don't worry about swing and miss from an offensive standpoint anymore. So when you see somebody
tiene miedo el mono, que no la entra.
Do you think of that as plus value?
No temas, que tu papá nunca te mío.
It's a different story, but yeah, if he can put the ball in the gaps or over the fence, 100%.
Shohei Ohtani in the box now as he leaves that one up high. Next offering is fouled back.
Yeah, and the domino effect of that is running up pitch counts on pitchers and then either getting them to a place of fatigue or getting into the bullpen perhaps before you get to those higher leverage arms at the back end.
Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt.
Engáñalo, mío. Ahí que tú debes servir. Engañé esos monos.
2 outs, base is empty. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Teoscar Hernandez.
Ahí, mío, acarícialo.
One of the things that Jim Leland used to say when I was broadcasting with the Marlins, the longer a plate appearance goes for a batter, the more likely it is that something good will happen for the hitter.
Acarícialo, dale, le tocó. Ahí ven, búscalo, mío.
Yeah, I figured you would get Kotsay into this because you had a free dinner at his house the other night.
That is true. 2 down, nobody on. That one misses. 2-2.
Está buscando más el mono mío. No quiere engañarlo.
And they'll do it again.
Se quiere engañar el mono. No se quiere engañar. Carajo, los rullimos ahí. Él no se quería dejar engañar, no, mío. Mira la bolita en el doggity. Velo, te lo di en el doggity. Nada más sale en el doggity mío, ya tú la adivinas, Vamos a ver cómo le va ahora. Vamos a ver. Ay, catígalo, mío. Agarró muy adelante el mono.
Shohei Ohtani, back to May 5th, 2022 at Fenway Park. He tossed a complete game through 99 pitches. Get this, 81 strikes. It was the most strikes thrown with less than 100 pitches in a game since they started tracking.
That's just unreal.
Llévate de esa también, mono. Vela ahí. Ay, esa bola se mueve más que yach. Uy.
Into center. Pajes hauls it in for the out. One down.
Seven,
Martin Maldonado up to hit.
Maldonado.
Vamos, Maldonadito.
Got it
Ay,
started a
ay,
little
ay,
too
pero este
early.
mono sí
Strike
es
one.
lento. Este mono sí es lento,
This guy's sink
bateando.
has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball.
Mira eso.
Weak contact and balls on the
Me
ground.
metí entre los ojos, el manonaco
Two
este.
down, base is empty. Now here's Jake Cronenworth.
Ay, 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 mío mío.
0-1.
No la veamos, Jacqueline. Ay, dale a esa también.
2 outs, base is
Le
empty.
está tirando a todas, mono.
Next
También.
pitch is outside.
Ahí, mono.
Hard base hit.
Enderezalo. Enderezalo bonito.
He was all over that one. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
Ay, ay, ay. Iba a esperar
Off
eso.
the first with 2 away. That one just misses.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Up and in, and the count's even at 2. And down on strikes he goes.
Dejé pasar la que no era.
Strikeouts for him on the bump today.
Me quedé frisado, modelo, mío, mío. Esperando otra mala. Otra malona. Y nada que llegaba, mío, mío.
Here's Freddie Freeman.
Freddie Freeman.
He was late there, strike one.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Swings through that one out in front that time.
1-2.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt.
Llévatelo, mío, mío.
Time to get him.
Que se la bebió solito.
Will Smith to the plate. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one. The next
Vaya, no,
misses.
no.
1 ball, 1 strike. And strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Se le va de boca esa bolita, mío, mío. Ay, la
Bounce it off, still
pinició.
1-2. Went with the sweeper, but it misses.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's sometimes where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Muncy digs in. Misses the zone for a ball. That was the sweeper. Late on that fastball.
Really consistent release point. He's been able to pitch up and down and have excellent command in both locations.
Swing and a miss.
1-2.
Tírale. Ahí ven, búscalo. Ay.
Muncy hits one in the air.
Oh, ya, hay que cuidarse arriba. No me empieza a agarrar arriba. Tú supiste, mío, mío, oiga. Ah, por el pichecito mío lo lleva limpio por el momento.
On to the 3rd inning. Now it's the right fielder, Fernando Tatis Jr.
Vamos, Tati. Te le voto, mío, mío.
Ohtani back to work.
Ay, ay, ay. No la
With
peleé.
Tatis at the plate, we're looking at a player that is never going to be considered boring. He's an electric player that manages.
Esa sí no la pelamos. Esa sí no la pelamos, mío mío. Le metió voto. Le metió voto, Tatico. Tatico Enrique. Preséntame la cogió, mío mío. Carajo, que es un galante, le metió. Pero Tati. Llévalo al paso, tú también. Ya, que me ha dado el flash.
Brings it in, and there's one down. Manny Machado coming to the plate for the Padres after homering earlier in the game.
Vamos, Machadito.
Hit more
Que
home
te
runs for the
macharon.
Padres franchise than Manny Machado.
You're right about that.
Te
It
voy
was
a dejar
just last
manchado
year
de nuevo.
Manny passed a member of San Diego's inaugural team from 1969, Nate Colbert, for the top spot. And that's outside.
No se va a manchar,
And
¿no?
that is ball one.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home
Ey, no
run
se va a
already in this
manchar, ¿no?
inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
And it's through for a hit. And the Padres have a man.
Ya, ya, mío mío. Pero tienen a Otani como una tambora esta gente. Otani que me le picha también a los Yankees.
Merrill swings through that one as he comes to the plate for the second time today. Up and in, and the count even 1-1. On the ground,
Ya,
ball.
tenía que ir,
Over to
mamón.
Edman.
Llegó. Sí, ¿cómo que agua en paya? Se la robó la paya esa. Se la robó la paya, mío mío.
Here's the switch hitter, Tommy Edman.
Second baseman, Tommy.
Edman, a former Gold Glove winner, hitting 7th in today's lineup, and he was a 6th-round draft pick back in 2016. Hot shot to third.
Está cogido, mío mío.
Machado throws to first in time. One up, one down. Michael Conforto will climb
The
in.
right fielder, Michael Conforto.
And a big swing and a miss.
Just a bit tardy there. Not sure if he had a hard time picking it up out of the hand or if he was sitting off speed.
Swing and a miss.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
Llévatelo, mío mío. Qué bravo está el mío.
So digging in, Andy Pajes. And first offering is fouled off. Comes up empty.
Ya, pero este pichecito está quemando el aro.
Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
Y bravo que es, bravo por ahí. Qué bravo está el pichecito, mío mío. Ahorita la abanicaba, pero ahora le dio por lo menos. Naki, mío mío. Ya para allá, que le encontró con todo, mío mío.
Back at Truist Park, and here is Xander Bogaerts. Bogaerts, who wears that number 2 on his back for his idol.
Vamos a darle un hola del mal, mío mío. Que lo contó, que practica. Vamos a toda recta. Uy.
Next offering is fouled back.
Vamos a ligarle dos más, mío mío. Así no. Así no, Boga. Ay.
Right there.
What's a good pitch there? Really had some run and finished a little up and in.
Así
Just
no,
on the
no.
edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Uy.
Miss struck him
Me
out.
quedó frenático el mono.
Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. Here's Gavin Sheets.
Yo no le esperaba a eso.
0-for-1 with a fly out to center. And first offering is fouled off. 1 out, base is empty. And it's fouled away. Rip to
Ay, te va a dejar huir, mono. Llégale, mono.
Nicely done for the out. 2 outs, base is empty. And here's the catcher, Martin Maldonado. That's a strike.
Hey,
Attacked with the sweeper.
como entró ese
2 down,
sweeper.
nobody on. Top half of inning number 4.
Como entró el cifre ese.
No ball. 2 strike.
Va a entrar de nuevo. Carajo. Ay, sí. Ahora entró el mono. Derechito. Al coco. Bueno, me salvó la ampalla en esa vuelta. Está bien,
Mookie.
vamos a ver cómo sigue el pichecito más.
And that one fouled off.
You know, these Dodgers, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches.
Ay, 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 ya se la vieron.
You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today. Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feel. I really like that swing, man. He didn't just push it the other way through the infield. He drove it that way, and it kind of makes me think he was thinking opposite field as he stepped into the box. Got a pitch he liked, and he got it done.
In the dirt, but kept close. Nice job behind the plate there.
Tiraste ese yoyo.
Betts gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Runner on the move. Pitches high.
Sácalo en el aire, mío, mío. Para eso fue que la puse franca. Lambérmelo. Llévate esa, que no le tiró. No le tiré ahora. No le tiré a ese entonces.
So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball
Now
game.
batting. Lefty.
Este pichecito lo lleva frenético, mío, mío.
In his first at bat.
Este pichecito lo tiene bailando en el aire.
With that arm action.
Es noqueado que lo lleva.
Wow, good luck catching up to that one.
Ay, la agarró ahora. Yo pensaba que le iba a abanicar también. Aquí, mío, mío. Mira quién está aquí.
We go to the top of the
El
fifth. Now it's the
supiste.
second baseman.
Vamos a esto, me que tres.
Cronenworth.
Usted no me ha hecho nada aquí. Este está de
A
Wambi
seventh
Wambi.
round pick by the Rays in 2015 out of the University of Michigan, where he was a two-way guy. And in fact, the Rays used him that way.
Por ahí, así mismo, mono. Ey,
Pitch not close, up high.
así está alta. Se quedó con la nota alta, mío, mío. Uy,
Lifted in the air, right
ay,
center
mi Dios,
field.
mono.
Conforto
Dale
takes the move
amarato,
towards the
así
gap.
mismo.
But it's the center fielder who gets there. And there's one
Dale
down.
amarato que te voy a hacer un cuento, mío,
Now
mío.
Tyler Wade struck out looking
Y
in
no
his
le
first at bat.
repito.
Wade.
And that's off the inside edge. Ball one. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike.
Buen sí.
Base is empty, one away, and we're in the top of the fifth. That
No,
misses the
that's the ball.
zone. and it's
Entra,
2-1.
ladrón.
2-1.
Va a entrar, ladrón.
Kicks and fires. Just
Uh-huh.
off the outside edge, and it's
3 balls.
3-2.
2 strikes.
Ella entró ahora. Carajo, pero Tani, tú te la llevas toda, ladrón. A la que pasa. Ay, 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 mira quién viene para acá. El que tiene la 2 del juego, mío, mío. Ay, tiene miedo, mío, mío. Le dio bate por bola. Castígalo ahora, Arias. Castígalo. No te apures, que si 3 se te van a ir lejos, 4 se te van a ir más ahora.
You want him to go early in the count. That way he's not
4 se te van a ir más ahora.
Go ahead and get it out of the way.
Salvate, Carrialdo no me la sacó ahora. Me la piniquió nada más.
The third baseman, number 13.
Hay Machadito que no me ha hecho nada. Machadito, mío mío, confío en ti. Métele voto, mono viejo.
Manny Machado up to the plate. 1
Para
for 2.
acá,
Now pitching for the
dale la
Dodgers,
bienvenida a este mono de una
number
vez,
58,
Titi. Vamos a
Lou
ver, Titi.
Trevino.
Swing
Ay,
and a miss. There's
así
the
se la
slider.
va a dar.
It's 0-1.
Yéndole atrás bolón. Pela ahí.
Hit hard on the
Ya
ground to
se la
short.
cogió el mono.
Over to first. Third out.
Salió en coche. Salió en coche, mío mío.
And we're back. We
Leading
head
up
to the
for
bottom
the
of the
Dodgers,
fifth. Now
the
it's the
first
Dodger
baseman,
cleanup hitter,
Freddie
Freeman.
Freeman.
Swings through that.
You know, these Dodgers just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. Just one base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They have guys in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
Se la está viendo ahí arriba, mi gente, ¿eh? Se lo están bateando.
That misses the
Ay,
zone,
pero
and
sí,
the
no,
count is
mono.
1-2. Pitch to
Ahí.
third, handled by
Mano,
Machado.
yo.
Sends it across to first, and the leadoff man set down, and they're half
Now
of the
batting,
fifth.
catcher.
And up to the
Will
plate is Will Smith. He was a strikeout victim his first time. This to center field.
Corre, mono mío.
On the move, snags it on the run, and a couple of quick outs.
The third
Here's
baseman, number
Muncy to hit.
13.
They trust him in center field because he's capable of making plays on the run, and we saw it right there. That's a player you want patrolling center field, someone who can attack the ball off the bat.
The Padres up by 2, last half of inning number 5. Comes up empty.
This
Ay,
offense has just been locked
corte
down.
en el aire, el
Five full
pichecito
innings of shutout
mío,
baseball.
Corte en el aire, no que no, que mío mío.
On to first. That ends the inning.
Vamos a ligarle otra, mío mío.
And welcome back to the
Leading off for the
ballpark.
Padres,
All set for
the
the
center
top of the
fielder,
6th.
Jackson
Here's the cleanup hitter for the Padres,
Merrill.
Jackson Merrill. Swings and misses. Strike one.
Era la tuya, mono. No empieces tirándole a
33 years
bola.
old. He joined the team as a free
Ahí.
agent. Outside with a breaking ball.
Este nuevo
And on the ground,
pitcher
up the middle,
mío.
that's a base hit.
Este nuevo Tani.
And the leadoff man aboard.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Fought off foul.
¿Para cuándo el Bogan? Ay,
This one in the dirt.
¿para cuándo me pasa? El Bogan, mío
And it's
mío.
1-2. Next offering is outside.
Ven a compartir, mío mío. Llega, mono.
To second,
Carajo.
way too late, safe
Aproveché.
there.
Yo no sé, no. Ven ahora que te voy a decir. Ven ahora que te voy a decir. Otra más, baja con todo, mamá mía.
He'll score easily. It's
Ahí.
an RBI single.
Si
and
dos
they
no
lead by
pesan,
3.
tres le va a
Two
pesar,
consecutive
mío
base hits for
mío.
this team. I could watch base hits like that one all
Respondió
day
el Boguita,
long,
por lo
and so could
menos.
every hitting coach in the league. Just a
Respondió
nice line
Boguita.
drive.
Betts. Off balance feed. There's one.
Mira,
On Freddie. Double
mira
play.
él.
Martin Maldonado. The next up for the Padres. Who's 0 for 2 with a pair
Batea
of
para 12,
strikeouts.
mono.
Swings and misses.
Vete los Maldonaditos. Mano, manito, mío mío. No va a picar.
And that'll
Esto
do
es un
it.
flash. Dale, está bien.
Back at Truist
Leading
Park,
up
Tommy
for
Edman
the
at the
Dodgers,
plate.
the second baseman, Tommy Edman.
Vamos a esperar lo que el mono va a hacer algo. Déjame ver los pitches que yo tengo mientras llega. Voy ya.
Cease back to work. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1.
0-1.
That's
La
out to
está
center
vaqueando.
field. Cronenworth on his way over.
La está vaqueando. Ahorita no le topaba y ahora le está topando por lo más.
Ranging back into the outfield for that
Un
catch.
vaqueo el mono.
Those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
Dale ahí.
Left side.
Está bien ahí. El pichecito mío vaya cómodo, salga con poco picheo.
Next for LA, Andy Pajes.
Vamos completo con este, mío, mío.
Swing and a foul. Pushed
Está
off to the right,
vaqueando.
and that will get out of play.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
On the ground right side.
Ahí, mío, mío.
In plenty of time
Cálido.
to first. Out
Cálido y
number 3.
sabroso, mío, mío. ¿Qué hay si le hagamos otra? Vamos a ligarle otra, mío, mío. Una mano hace daño, coronamos más rápido. Con 4, oye. Se caga en el patio el mono. Ay, se caga en el patio con 4, mío, mío.
1 strike.
Ay. La está pensando. Ay, la pensó, mío, mío. La puso alta, estaba buena. Es así, no. Ni eso, mío, mío.
Now 2-2.
Es así.
Ripped to short.
Tamaño rojo.
Slings to first. And the leadoff hitter set down to open the
Naki,
7th.
naki, mío, mío.
Next, Tyler Wade.
Vamos a esto.
Wade.
And first offering is fouled off.
Este mono sí es delicado. Este sí es delicado para batear. Dale,
Fly
vamos.
ball down the line.
Actívalo,
Hernandez on the
rumbero.
move.
Te
And he
lleva
can't
esa, te
quite
pago.
get there. It's a foul ball.
Ay,
Struck him out.
la bebió
That's the
solito el
second out.
mono.
2 down, bases empty.
Ay, ay, ay. El hombre del merengue. El hombre del merengue, mío, mío. Y del acordeón.
He's already homered in this game.
Now pitching for the Dodgers, number 38, Kirby.
El hombre del acordeón. Ay, ay, ay. Cómo le tiré adelante y no le esperé un chismán.
A little out front there as he swings through it.
Sí, hombre.
That one is upstairs.
Well, he missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. Hitter has to understand, probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch. So got to stay ready.
Ay, ay, ay. Mira ahora, me dejé engañar. Tan buenos picheos los primeros. Y después de ahí para allá, tú sabías que no te iban a tirar más, mono.
Set for the last half of the 7th. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Mookie Betts.
Set.
Timing issues can snowball quickly, and that's what we're witnessing here. This lineup's inability to lock onto the pitcher's delivery is causing a few awkward swings.
Cronenworth hauls it in.
Bueno, ahorita tú la abanicabas, ahora por lo menos le está dando fly.
Cruising on the mound right now, but a dangerous hitter here in this spot. A guy with some slug to him. Well inside, gets out of the way.
El pichecito mío está grande la boca.
Hey! 1 ball, 1 strike. Whew. 1 and 2.
1 and 2 here.
Ay.
Headed towards the corner. And that's a foul ball. So the Dodgers are going to have to try and come from behind and try and get that offense going.
Uy,
Swing and a miss, and he
como
got
dio la
him. And he's up to
serpiente.
8 strikeouts in this one.
Now
Here's
batting,
Teoscar
the left
Hernandez.
fielder.
Tírame este inning nada más, mono, ya está bien.
This pitcher's done a good job of disrupting the hitter's timing
Tiene
with
la
the mix
bola
of
grande,
pitches and
hermano.
changing speeds. You want to keep that front foot
Él ahí,
inconsistent for the
dominó de
batter.
nuevo.
Their swings are hesitant, and that's exactly what you want on the mound.
Por este pichecito
Pulls
salió
it down,
Caribe.
and that is that.
Lo dominó con fly, trae, nada más le di en un hit al mono. Está bien por ella ahí.
And
Vamos a
we're back.
traerle
Down
otro,
to
pero vamos a
number 2
ligarle
here,
otra, porque si al
Luis
otro le
Arias.
hacen, tú supiste.
Arias.
Yates.
Ay, así no, array.
He features a 4-seam fastball, a splitter, and he works
Uy.
in a slider. Got the
La bebí de nuevo.
soon as strike 2. Pitch
Del ojo,
misses,
mío,
and the count
mío.
1 and 2.
2
Que
strike.
te están brechando. Me están brechando, mío, mío.
In the air, out towards right center field. Nice
Llegó
grab
el
as he
mono.
reached down to make the play.
The third baseman,
Here's Manny
number
Machado.
14,
1 for
Manny
3.
Machado.
Late on that fastball.
No ball, 1 strike.
Next pitch inside, and the count is 1-1. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Swings here,
Hey, carajo.
left field,
Ay,
and that
Machado
should
lo
be
está
extra
manchando,
bases.
mío,
Around
mío.
first and hustling for second.
Oye, no, está bien ahí,
And
quite
safely,
mío,
it's
mío.
a double and his second hit.
Really nice job, a 2-strike hitting
Now
in
back,
that at bat.
the center
Loud
fielder,
contact leads to the
Captain
double. I mean, you
Merrill.
could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Corre, corre, corre,
Base
corre.
hit, center
No,
field.
está de ahí,
The
con
throw
todo.
in.
Ahí llegó
Not gonna
cómodo.
get him. It's up the
Llegó
line.
cómodo, mío,
No
mío.
time there. That could be a dangerous pitch if you don't get it inside enough, because as a hitter, you see it coming across the plate the whole way. No problem handling it and putting a good swing on it that time.
Check swing.
Ya,
and he went.
che, se me quedó pillado el mono. Otra vez.
Fastball up the ladder, struck him out. So here's the Padres DH, Gavin Sheets. 0 for 3 in this one. Way
Ay, no,
inside.
Kitty mío, mío, que te va a dar. Déjate dar, mono. Déjate dar, mono. Déjate dar, te estoy diciendo, no le tires.
That's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it.
Tres mala ahí,
His
mío.
fastball around that same tunnel, that splitter comes and the bottom just falls
Este sí es mona,
Gets a
este.
piece and stays alive.
Well, he got challenged.
Pero
with a
está
good
de
fastball right there,
3-0,
just couldn't
eh.
catch up.
Este sí es mona, carajo, pícale.
Makes the catch. And
Pícale.
that is that.
Guante, mío, mío. Ay, mira para allá, que el mío, mío. 10 y 4 carreras. Vamos a cambiar el pitcher ya para que no lo maltrate tanto.
Freddie Freeman.
Ready.
Está bien por el pitcher, ya está cansado. Se va a salvar por eso. No lo habían tirado completo full. Pero está cansado el bono. Y sí, que da de recta. Sube. Vámonos con. A ver cómo
So they
picha
turn to the
Cano.
lefty in this spot, Adrian Morahome.
Bringing in the
Vamos a
lefty
ver
with a
cómo picha
left-handed
el
hitter coming
Morojón.
up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works
El
out.
Marajón, el mojón vamos a ver.
That one pushed foul out of play off to the left.
Ay, pero mejoncito, mío, mío.
Really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
And that one way outside. Going to count 1-2.
Uy, apiñiqueó el mono. Oh, se la está bebiendo el mono. Se la está bebiendo.
Deep out to center field. Merrill under it. Makes the grab, one away.
Hay primero, por si la mo. Vamos a esto, más que 3. Démele like, dime. Vamos allá, que le me un mes. Uy, está ahí, mono. Carajo. Pero este pichecito salió dichoso, dichosito, mío, mío.
And first offering is fouled off.
Dichoso el pitcher que no le han dado su galleta, mío, mío.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Bravo el mono. Bravo el mono.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout.
Bravo el
And a
mono,
nice inning
mío,
of work
mío.
there as he sets him down.
Mira
1,
cómo
2,
se la
3.
puso. En bola de humo, mío, mío.
We go to the ninth, and now the catcher comes up to him.
Vamos a esto, más que 3. Vamos al compa con el T. Reparte, mío, mío.
Now pitching for the Dodgers,
Suscríbete.
number 45.
El cope, el cope. El cupe, mono, el cupe. Vamos a ver cómo escupe. Ay, este sí escupe malo.
Kopech goes 6 feet 3 inches, 220 pounds, and they went out.
Este escupe malo, mío, mío.
Here's a swing and a line drive.
Bueno, no tan fácil los San Diego. Llevan arriados en el noveno todavía, dando giros, mío, mío. Vamos a quemarlo. Vamos a quemarlo.
And first offering is fouled off.
¡Ey! ¿Para dónde va, mono? Ya, después va a llegar segunda la bola. La bola iba a llegar segunda. ¡Ey, fuerte, mío! ¡Achilado! Uy.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center. And he makes the grab. And there's one down.
No hay
That's just
force.
a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him seconds to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Wade stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around.
Tírale también, mono.
Maldonado, the runner at second.
Tírale, mío, mío. A esa también.
And the count 1-2. And that's 2.
Carajo.
That was absolute gas.
103, abusador.
It's just a different experience.
Ay, abusadorcito. Dale la colita al mono y la barbota. Ay, ay, ay. Mira quién viene, mío, mío. Se va a enfrentar con esa barbota ahora. Ay, ay. La fallé esa. Este mono no es fácil, este mono tira duro, es bravo. Ya, me quemó. Me quemó ahora. Sí, sí, le tiré a mí por hora
And
esa
welcome back to the
bola.
Leading up
ballpark.
for the
Bottom
Dodgers,
nine, and
the
at the
second
plate for the
baseman,
Dodgers, Tommy Edman.
Nada, vamos a dejar este pichecito a ver cómo él resuelve. No le
Morejon
han hecho
back to
nada,
work.
¿viste?
Chop to
Ay,
third. Machado.
ay, resolvió. El
Tosses to first.
primero,
One
mío,
out,
mío.
bottom of the ninth.
Salió el
He's two
primero.
outs
the
away.
right fielder,
The batter will be Michael Conforto.
Conforto.
In there for strike one.
Quémalo, mío,
The
mío.
Dodgers down by 4 here in the last half of inning number 9.
Quémalo, mío, mío. Quémalo feo.
Ball one.
Ay, no lo quemé feo.
One down, base is empty.
Quémalo feo ahí, mono.
One out remaining.
Ese 5 a
Andy
100.
Pajes steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
5 a 100 millitas que le metimos nada más, mío, mío, para que vaya cogiendo.
Fouled off left side. Next pitch is outside.
Ay, 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 ven, búscalo, mío, mío.
Morejon is just one strike away.
Llévatelo,
And that should do it.
Llévatelo. Le dio su plan.
He's got it. Ball game. The Padres.
Coronamos la primera vuelta, mío, mío. 4 a 0 lo blanqueamos al mono, nada más de un hillo, creo. Nada más fue un hit que diste, esa. Un hit nada más dio el saque esta vuelta, mío, mío. Ay, 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 pero sí. Yo di 11, 4 carreras. Uno para la calle con Tati. Vamos a Nedínate entonces. Vamos a ver, yo te invito entonces. En el ranking. En el ranking para que nos den carta. Vamos a esto, más que trepe. Démele like, denle me gusta a la chiquita. Vamos aquí, entonces aquí vengamos en play y multijugador y friend. Ah, por eso no es ranking, ahí dice friend. Y lo pongo en 2 para 2. Tú y yo para 2, ok, vamos ahora sí, aquí tenéis ranking, sí, ¿verdad? Vamos ahí. Entonces, aquí Ale. Nos fuimos, mi gente, esto es para que juegue unido, míralo aquí, aquí entonces tenemos que buscar Isa. Vamos a buscar aquí. Como manito, mío, mellizo gemelo, toda la vaina. Hasta de 3 Kitty se juega ahí, mío. Vamos a esto, más que 3. El pip, el estadito, vamos a buscar otro. De Tampa, el de Toronto, vamos a poner Toronto. Play Club, cerrado, 7. Septiembre. Nos fuimos. Vamos aquí, igual que tengamos. No tenemos peloteritos fuertes, mío. Estamos débiles. Vamos a meter a Otani aquí. ¿Y quién más? Cody. Pero son 3 suyos ahí. Me saca Cody, entonces, ¿qué le meto? A ver. Ay, tiene a Dominguito. Y el pitch. ¿Con quién pichamos? Con él. No, ese pitch no me gusta, ¿no? Tenemos a Pedro de refuerzo. Estamos altivos, moquichivos, mío. Vamos a esto, más que 3. Démele el like. Ahí nos fuimos, la que venga. Parece que te uno ahí. Quite más. Prima segundo y Otani. Espérate, que falta Otani. ¿Quién es el F? Este. Vamos a sacar a este. A este. Pues saco a este, acá este. A este. Saco a ese. No. Ok, entonces déjame arreglar la alineación. No, ¿y este quién? Este te lo dejo ahí. No, Otani. También. Está todo, nos fuimos ahí entonces. Naki, mío. Oiga, Pedrito. Te lo voy a dejar a ti solito. Mira, yo dije que coja a Pedro y vea que cogí. No, vamos a pichar con él, que lo que.
From one Blue Jays way in Toronto, welcome to Rogers Center. MLB The Show brings you Diamond Dynasty Baseball. It's the elite taking on the hipsters. First pitch coming at you right after the break. Just about set to go. And towing the slab here, Colton Gordon. What do you look for here?
Just electric stuff, Boog, and that fastball is no joke. He can move it around the zone, and it's not uncommon to see him pile up a decent amount of strikeouts throughout the game. He's the type of guy that allows the entire team to wake up feeling confident, knowing he's taking the mound.
And now the center field.
Vamos a ver cómo nos va con el pinchecito. Vamos a vaquear. Ay, ya vienen tocando estos monos.
Tosses to the pitcher covering the
Hace rato, man.
Easy out to start the game. Stepping in, Derek Jeter. Out to short, Neto. Throws to first in
Agárralo,
time.
mío.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's the left fielder,
Batting
Ryan
third, the
Ludwig.
left fielder, Ryan Ludwig.
He's one of those Dave McCarty, Mark Carrion, Ricky Henderson types. Throw left, bat right.
You make a note of those guys because it's just different. It's like, man, you're left-handed, but you hit right-handed.
2 down, nobody on. Strike 2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He's having a hard time catching up.
Hard hit to third. And that
Se
is
fueron
the
en
inning.
blanco, mío. Lo cateamos limpio ahí con el picheo. Se me fue heavy. Vamos a ver cómo nos va en el bateo, mío.
Back now in Toronto. And on the hill, the big righty, Jose Soriano.
The second baseman.
The spin rate
Falte,
on the curveball
falte
is
de
incredible.
falte, mío.
Hitters know they're going to see a lot of them today. Stay back, be patient, and hit the ball the other way.
Cattell Marte leading things off and
El
takes a strike.
Soriano. Y este Soriano.
And the count is 0-2.
0-2 is the count.
Con la vitilla. Con la
Knocks that one
vitilla,
away, and we'll
mono.
do it again. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field.
Agarré adelante, mío.
Verdugo makes the
Hasta que
grab.
te cure,
One away.
mío. Eso es.
Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. That one to first, and foul ball. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
Definitely not a pitch location you're expecting up there as a hitter when you know the guy's got a good sinker ball. If he can get in that location, boy, you've got to look top to bottom, and that's going to make it very difficult to hit.
Got him looking. That's a
Se
strikeout.
retrataron, modelo, mío.
The left
2
fielder.
down, base is empty. Ian Happ up to hit. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
0-1.
Swings and misses. 0-2 now.
0-2.
Cut
Su.
on, missed, and it's a strike.
Me comió ese simple ahí.
Second inning set to go. Leading off, Junior Caminero. Swinging a foul straight back.
A mi negro, mío.
Now the 0-1.
Pero mío.
And
Métele
strike
voto
2.
para allá, Cali.
0-2 is the count.
Ahí ven, búscalo, mío. Ven, búscalo, que te lo diga, mío.
So digging in, Ryan Dozier.
Hey.
Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into right field. Now he turns and heads for second. The throw in.
Ay. Por un chin se tiró por el otro lado, el mono fue
You
dichoso.
connect and it jumps off your bat like that. You're thinking double at the very least.
Por un
Great
chin lo
swing on it,
sacaba,
man. He
mío.
wasn't fooled at all.
Man at second.
0-1.
Ampallita,
Second inning here. No score.
ampallita. Ayúdalo, mío. Ay.
High
Corre,
and
corre,
deep
corre,
right
corre, que está ahí,
field.
mío.
Going back on this one. To the warning track, makes the catch. Runner tags at second, rounds third, headed for the plate. Stuck in a rundown, trying for home now. Now tries to get back.
Lo casé, mío. Yo lo vi que se paró ahí,
Back here at
mono.
Rogers Center, and here's the first baseman.
Digo, déjame
Freddie
esperarlo a ver para dónde que él va.
That's
Oh,
off the
that's off the
inside
plate.
corner, and that's ball 1. Yeah, that's fouled off. Up the middle, Jeter gets it to first, and Freeman is retired. And now,
Batting
Jason
fifth, the
Dominguez.
right fielder.
This is a true fine.
Ay, me tocó Dominguito,
When he's on the field, you can't take your eye off of him.
De
Little chopper
potalita.
rolls foul.
Fans come to the
le
ballpark to
damos de
watch
portaliza
him
a él.
play. And in baseball, to have such a talented player
Así
going out
nomás.
there
Igual
every
un
day
chico.
and putting on the show that he does, just a joy to watch.
Ay, ay, la cepillé.
1-2. It's for
Arriba
average
la
power, the ability to field the arm, and
Otra
then the
vez.
speed. Really
No
impressive.
fue más
Down to
mala.
the dirt, swing and a miss. In time for the second out. Good job to clean it up after the drop third strike.
Voló volado el
Maybe
mono.
approaching this at bat with a bit too much determination.
Ganado los
Sometimes you just
chocolates.
got to let the game come to you.
2 outs. And there's a foul ball. Out towards right center field, Verdugo. And that's the third out.
Aquí, mío, mío.
And we're back.
Leading
And now the
off for
first
the
baseman,
Elite,
Nick
the first
Kurtz.
baseman, Nick Kurtz.
Gordon measures 6 feet 4 inches, 225 pounds, and he was drafted in the 8th round in 2021.
Well, these guys, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These guys are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
And 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Ya, se la pellizcó el mono. Pega.
Nice
Le
grab.
dio
Throw to
durísimo.
first, and they get the out. And next is the designated hitter, Orlando Cepeda.
Batting eighth, the designated hitter, Orlando Cepeda.
This one smacked out to left center. And a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Pica, pica,
Well,
mío,
that started and
mío.
ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel
Doble
great.
play, man.
Marte, the flip. There's one. Onto
Eso
Freeman.
es, ay, eso es, mío, mío. De remate.
As we go to the last of the third. And now, Jackson Merrill.
Merrill.
Soriano back to work. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
0-1.
Next offering is fouled back. Swings through it for the K. Perez down to first with it. Got him. One away on the strikeout. Digging in, Mike Piazza.
Just not a good pitch to swing at. One reason he's an everyday player is he usually lays off of that junk.
Still tied at 0. Last of the third. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Now the third baseman, Alex Gordon. Ball 1, no strikes. Next offering is fouled back. There's a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Not
2-2
close
count.
with that one, and it's 2-2. And that
count is
just misses.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well, so much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
2 down, nobody on. And there's ball
That's
4.
ball 4.
And
Thank you,
that's
Brady.
how they get their first base runner of the game.
No quiere traer ahí, trae el mono,
Easy laying
está.
off a
The
3-2.
batter,
Léalo.
I'll tell you what, he
Second
earned that
baseman,
walk.
Ketel Marte.
Ludwig under it. And
Mira, le entró de una vez a Isaiah. A mí no me quiso entrar el mono.
And welcome back to the ballpark as we go to the top of the 4th. Here's the center fielder, Evan Carter. Check
Counts
swing,
1-0.
no appeal. And that's ball 1. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Merrill on the move to the alley. And there's one away. Next to hit, Derek Jeter. Grounded out his first time up. And that one in the air center field. Merrill settles underneath it. Hauls it in, and there's 2 away. Now the left fielder, Ryan Ludwig. He's 0 for 1. Fastball almost got him there. Hit in the air, center field. Merrill gets under it.
Sacan 3 fly al mono ahí.
He's got it. And that is out
Vamos,
number 3.
vamos a ligarle una ahora nosotros.
Ready to go, bottom 4. Here's
Toca a mí con
Ohtani.
Ohtani. Vamos a ver si te endereza ahora.
Ohtani.
First pitch doesn't find the zone.
You can never say enough about Ohtani. In 2023, he became the first player in AL/NL history to hit 40-plus home runs and record more than 10 wins in a season.
Swing and a miss at a slider.
Clearly, he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Struck him out swinging. On to first. Gets him.
Mierda, no le voy a tirar quieto de bola y siempre termino haciéndole swing, topándole a Lecky, no.
And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
0-1.
1 out, bases empty.
Los monos están pichando mal.
Swing and a miss, blew it by
Difícil,
him
mío,
at 99.
No balls, 2 strikes.
That one misses. Now 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. 1-2 now. Out to short. And that's an out.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the
Vamos a
ball
ver
out
si
of
lo
the
agarra
air.
ahora.
Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Vamos a esto, más que 3. Solo atrás, no más. Abre el ojo, más.
Fastball, and he gets out of the way.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. Swings through that one out in front that time.
1 ball, 2
Eso,
strikes.
mira, eso, ni una en el plato. Vela ahí, la buena.
2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Misses. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Ah, carajo, diablos. Like said, man.
And that will end the inning. All set for the start of the inning. Here's the third baseman, Junior Caminero.
Te toca a ti, Sa. Ay, ame. ¿Y por qué me estás a ti? Pues no me marcó nada, mira. Y me tiró hasta solo me tiró el mono.
All over that one right there.
Oye, eso, no me marcó los picheos. Ahora me está marcando. Y ese mono me envasó solo ahí.
109 in this case. I mean, that's just impressive, and it's so cool we can get that sort of feedback so
Chechita la de esto, sí, pero que no me marcó.
Pitch misses.
No me marcó el cuadro del picheo.
And he swings through that one.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
And a swing and a miss.
La hueva, man.
Away here in the 5th. And now it's Salvador Perez to the plate. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Snap throw to first. Back standing. He's in there
Está meneando
safely.
mucho el enanito ese.
Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1.
Well, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
0-2.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit.
Le dio, ese tira tercera
Throw
ya.
to third.
Ya,
And
de
the throw's
segundo.
offline. Safe at third.
¿Cómo ese hombre le dio
Found
esa
himself
bola?
behind in the count right there, but he
Le dio
didn't give
bueno,
in.
sí.
Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Swing and a foul out of play.
Espérate.
Chases the changeup in the dirt. Piazza fires the first.
Ya,
Two
che.
on after the strikeout.
Ni que
Perez
Navidad son, le tiré yo, vea.
Orlando Cepeda now at the plate. 1 for 1 with a
Ya,
single
che,
so
mala
far.
mía, vale. Mira qué carrera le digo a esa gente ahora. Que ahí lo voy a sacar.
That one fouled off.
No me olvido, yo pensando que hay dos abajo, yo tiro para allá, me lo voy a agarrar. Ahí no hay dos abajo, oye. ¿Dónde va? Si hay dos abajo. Mira, mira, mira.
That's a base hit. Run scores.
Still able to come through behind in the count.
They hand the ball over to a new arm, Pedro
Ya,
Martinez.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Here's Alex Verdugo. Freeman right there to make the
Vámonos,
grab.
gire, mi gente, vengan a apurarse.
Digging
Este
in is the
pitcher me
switching
tiene maneado,
outfielder, Jason
man.
Dominguez. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Lined into left center.
Ahí, carajo. Vamos a brillarle por lo menos ahora. Un palito con quien se vea.
Good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. To me, it's just a really controlled, balanced swing. He wasn't trying to do too much with it. Just stayed disciplined, got the barrel to the ball, and put it in play.
Outside.
Next pitch is outside. Dominguez gets his lead at first with nobody out. That's off the mark, and the count is even 2-2.
Anda la
Got
boca.
him swinging. Make it 7 strikeouts for him. So up next, Jackson Merrill. First offering, and it just misses.
Counts 1-0.
Just missed.
Last 2 pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count, he's going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at-bat.
Man at first, one away. Outside. And now 3-0. Swing and a miss.
3 balls, 1 strike.
And that is out of play. Dozier. Good feed. That's one. Throw to first, but he beat it.
Good slider inside right there.
Y eso, yo mandé a Domingo a robo y se me quedó ahí plantado el mono. Que si se había ido a robo.
And now Mike Piazza.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
That one catches the corner for a strike.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Ouch.
That ball got him.
Now the third baseman, Alex Gordon, worked a walk in his first trip to the plate. And there's the strike.
Well, you got to find a way to catch up to that pitch. Perhaps shorten the swing, eliminate the stride. That one came in hot, but right down the middle, you're saying to yourself, how did I miss that pitch? Got to make a quick adjustment.
Breaking ball in there, got him looking. Strikeout number 8. Back now in Toronto. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. And now the center fielder, Evan Carter. Swinging a foul straight back. Carter, 22 years old. And he was a second-round pick in 2020. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
0-2.
In the air, left field, down the line,
foul
and
ball.
that is a foul ball.
Nope. That's inside.
Battling here as he fouls it away. And a pitch. Ripped to third. And he'll be safe at first.
Mira, pues no se me jamaqueó y no me tiró. Bailado se jamaqueó y no tiró el mono, tiró después, todavía no cuadra.
Trying to move him over here. Bare hand scoop to first. They get one. Trying to wiggle out of a rundown now.
Mira, no quiso tirar. Tres veces le di a segundo y no tiró el mono.
Ryan Ludwig digs in now. Now a check on him at second. Back safely. The pick behind with that swing. It's
Y el de segunda parado ahí esperando la bola y no la
We're in the
tiró
top
el mono.
half of the sixth. Off the mark there. And now it's even 1-1.
Le pegó, volvió.
And that's outside.
If you're going to miss, you want to miss outside the zone. When you miss inside the zone, it's trouble.
Ground ball right side. It squirts through. Coming home. Here's the throw to the plate. Close play, but in there. Now the tag at second.
Al fin sacó uno por lo menos.
But a run does come in to score.
Bueno, vamos feo, no numeritos. No le ligamos a estos monos atrás. Este pinche está bravo.
Gets him to chase after that one.
No
2
ball,
out, space is empty. Foul ball still 0-2. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Just off the outside corner. And the count is 1-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that is that.
Bueno, tenemos que ligarle una hora, mío mío. Vamos a esto, más que tres.
Soriano back to work. In the dirt, and it's 1-0.
Well, these players just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
Pitch misses there, and a count 2-1.
Yach.
Kurtz takes it to the bag. Leadoff man retired in the 6th. Now it's the DH, Shohei Ohtani. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Ludwig makes the grab. 2 down. At the plate,
Now
Ian Happ.
the left fielder, Ian Happ.
To the right side.
Wow, pero no le saco, nada más es pegar y pía y
Fires
pía.
over to first. That's the inning.
Pía y piecito ahí nada más le doy. El pitcher me tiene manejado.
Back here at Rogers Center, top of inning number 7. Here's the second baseman, Ryan Dozier. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1.
Wow. That's not even close to the zone.
That one in triple digits.
Well, that's today's style of baseball right there, right? Big-time velo on the bump and big-time pop at the plate.
Missed with a changeup, and it's 1-2. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Piazza fires to first. In time to get him. One away in the strikeout.
Now batting,
Salvador Perez, the next to hit. 1 for 2. First pitch swinging.
0-1.
That misses the zone. And 1-1. Yeah, big swing and a miss. Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Piazza fires to first, and there's 2 gone following the strikeout. 2 outs, base is empty. And here's the first baseman, Nick Kurtz. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
Throwing the ball well, and they need this scoreless inning in relief right here. Been doing a good job keeping him in striking distance.
La pellica, el mono.
2 outs.
Pellica esa, mono.
See how the catcher wanted that pitch up and in. Want to try to tie him up. That's the one thing we're seeing, that high fastball. You have to get it up there because of how hitters have changed their swings.
Next offering is in the dirt.
No te voy a joder, mono viejo. Joderte, que voy.
For the last half of the inning.
Vamos a ligarle Wambi ahora. Ese pinche no tiene más nadie, este mono tirando bola y uno haciéndole esto. Vamos ahí. Abre el ojo. Abre el ojo, mío.
Here's the tag, and he's out.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make. You can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
Abre el ojo. Abre demasiado adelante, man. Adelante,
next offering is fouled back. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Muy mala, está muy mala la vitilla, mío.
And he swings and misses at the
la vitilla está mal, Kitty, mío. Vamos al compa, vamos a la curepa. No vamos a blanquear estos monos.
I mean, tight spin. Seems like.
And look out. That one gets him. The second man he's plunked in this.
Bueno, vamos a cobrárselo ahora, mono.
Here's the center fielder, Jackson Merrill. And a slider misses down and away.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it. So it's a good take by him.
Vete ahora, muy.
Stands at second with 2 gone. Way high.
Lo pensó para tirar una bola.
Well, it could be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He hasn't. We'll see how this at bat turns out.
Dale, que le da duro, Piazza. Así
Swing and a
no.
miss. Ugly swing right there.
0-1's the count.
Up and in, and it's 1-1. With the tying run at the plate, here at the bottom of the 7th.
Pela ahí.
No, that's foul.
And a swing and a miss. Inning over. We're at the top of the 8th, and now the DH.
Está mala la
Orlando
vitilla.
Cepeda.
Está mala la vitilla frisada, mi gente, en esta vuelta.
They say you win.
Con 2 envases me dejó frisado ahí. Tenía que bajarme.
Swing and a miss, and 102 on the radar gun. And that one missing low. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts. Alex Verdugo getting ready to hit.
Naki, mío, mío. Vamos a la curepa.
And the first
Sale un
offering is not
golazo ahora
close.
ese mono, mío, mío.
Hammered down the right side, but foul.
Ay, ay, ay.
Base hit. Takes the turn. He's
Sí,
digging for
hombre.
second. The throw in. Safe at
Sí.
second. He legs out
Y
the
le
double.
dicen querer.
One out.
Sí,
Runner
hombre.
at second.
Le topé rápido ahí de tirarme.
Fly ball pretty well struck right field. That's back there. And he makes the catch. Runner tags at second. And he's up to third safely with 2 gone. Here's Derek Jeter now with a runner in scoring position. That one the other way. Marte. And that is the 3rd out of the inning.
Bueno, estamos feos para llevar los numeritos, mío,
Bottom of the
mío.
8th. And the batter now, Alex
Estamos blanqueados todavía, Naki,
in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. Need a good at bat out of him.
Pero métele voto, mío, mío.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a
Métele
High
voto.
fly ball out into left center field.
Me encaquilló el
Carter
mono.
sizes this one up. One
Eso
down.
es fly para allá.
Here's Ketel Marte. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a ground out. On the corner for a strike.
It's been tough for the offense so far, but you can't get frustrated. You got to find a way to shake it off, go up there and relax. That's the only way you're going to be able to put runs up on the board.
mío, mío. Ay, ay, ay.
Hard hit left side. They get the out on Marte.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It
Bueno,
might not be the
Tani,
most
ven
challenging we've
inauguradamente.
seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
Ay, ay, ay.
Ohtani, the batter now as he swings and
0-1's the
misses
count.
for strike 1. And that one lifted in the
Santísimo,
air
otro
center
fly.
field. Carter settles under this one.
Estoy diciendo, fly,
And puts
fly,
the
lo
squeeze on
mío.
that one. And that's
Sí.
and we're back. All
Fly,
set to
fly
start
que
the
estoy
9th on
dando.
this one. Here's the left fielder, Ryan Ludwig. Martinez back to work. And that's
Counts
downstairs. Ball 1.
Un solo hit, mío, mío.
And another ball.
No strike.
2-0 count.
Déjame ver aquí. ¿Qué más tengo aquí?
So out of the pen comes the right-hander, Nate Pearson.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for
Okay.
quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Ball 3.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Junior Caminero.
Well, just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
Ludwig aboard here at first with nobody out. And delivers outside.
Ay, 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 qué bolita.
Fights that one away, still 1-2.
Mañinga esa, mono.
Came out, and a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. Ryan Dozier, the next to hit, 1 for 3. High fly ball out towards left center. Happ moving under it. Squeezes it. Now a long throw to first. Salvi steps into the box now. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller. Good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out. And that's a base hit. And now first and second with 2 outs.
Got something he could handle. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
Kurtz in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. This one in the air. Pearson makes the grab. And that bottom of the 9th.
Bueno, llegó la hora cero, mío, mío. Si no perdamos, perdamos. No vamos a dejar blanquear de todo mundo.
28 years old. And he was born in the Dominican
No le batía la pelotica en esta vuelta, mío, mío.
Hit on the ground to the right side. Kurtz. And he takes it himself for the out.
Ese pedito, mío, mío. Nos quedamos fuera de base.
Good play right there.
Freeman stands in here, takes ball 1 low.
Ball, that's outside.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
And that misses. Now 3-1. Sinker gets the bottom of the zone. And that's a strike.
Bueno, amor. Ya, mira eso. Mira eso, mío, mío.
That play won't be trending
Me
on
quería
social media
atractivo, mío, mío. Naki, naki. Nos quedamos para la próxima, mi gente. Naki, naki. Compartan, compartan y repartan, mi gente. Vamos a esto, me quedé 3. Ahora está cambiando el modo. No comien con el primer pitch, mío, mío.
Dominguez in now, takes ball 1.
Inflazado. El único que ha dado es Dominguita.
A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone.
1 strike.
Oye, que chechita, mío, mío. Ven para que te cure. No bien con tu velé y toda la baba. Ay.
The corner.
Really good cutter that he's able to front door and back door. That pitch is devastating.
And now it's filled up.
Cuenta llena, mío, mío.
We're in the last half of the 9th inning.
Ay, era la mala, malona. Esa también, mío, mío.
Another payoff pitch. This could end it.
A Peñingó, Kitty.
The right-hander gives up the 2-out walk. That's a great at-bat.
Vamos a ver cómo no va el Kitty en esta vuelta.
So, man aboard. And now, Zach Neto. And downstairs. Dominguez,
Ball one, no
the runner
strike.
at first with 2 gone. Pitch misses. Ball 2.
He hasn't wanted to challenge him. Both of those pitches off the plate away. Don't expect anything down
Ay,
the heart of the
ay, ay, le
plate.
tiré
You
a
may just have to
la.
be patient and take your walk here.
Alan. Suena la alarma, mira
2
esa
balls, 2
bolita,
strikes the count.
suavecita.
2 strikes.
Got him, and that's the ball game.
Hasta la próxima, mío
This
mío.
is just a nice win.
Me la bebí
3-0 ball game.
solito.
You feel comfortable about the
Aquí
3 runs
naki,
that
mi
you scored, but
gente.
you also know that if
A
you're
bueno
not
por
careful,
hoy, se
a
le
blooper
quiere de
base hit and a
gratis.
home run ties everything up. But
Me
it was
la
great
ven con
pitching.
toda
Timely
recto.
hitting really made the difference.
A
Se me
shutout
dañó
in
la
this one.
vidilla. Yo no
3-0 our
bateo
final
en el
score.
ranking.
For
No sé
Chris
qué es lo que me
Singleton
da
and our
aquí.
entire crew here at
Voy a tener que
MLB The
jugar más
Show,
en este
thanks for
ranking.
stopping.
No bateamos aquí, mío mío. Naki, mío mío. Se le quiere con todo. Hablamos el martes, mi gente. Démele like, denle me gusta. Activa la campanita, mío mío. Suscríbete. Dámale con todo, mío mío. Pase buena noche, mi gente. Con todo. Hablamos el martes, mío mío. Frío para todito. ¿Tú supiste?